What's up everybody, James Duggan here with IGN to talk you through a few minutes of Valorant gameplay that I recorded at a virtual preview event. This is Riot's new first-person tactical hero shooter. So what is it, aside from catchy genre tags? Well, it's very much Counter-Strike. It plays like Counter-Strike. The objective structure and the weapons are like Counter-Strike. The time to kill, the gunplay. It's definitely a gunplay first game with this hero element thrown in. And I think it actually works really well. So far, it seems like this game totally has it where it counts in terms of things like networking, tick rate, and anti-cheat. I do think Valorant offers something unique that is worth playing, and I think it is a very well-built game. Frankly, I'd be surprised if it were not the next big thing in the first-person shooter space. So it strays away from something like Overwatch in the sense that you're not using these abilities offensively for the most part. They usually accent combat, like the spy cam here on Cypher. I'm able to see Sage pushing up through showers, and that gives me a tactical advantage that sets me up for interesting gunplay. Again, gunplay first, hero ability second. There comes an ultimate that's Rolling Thunder from Breach. I'm able to get the pick on Sage. I'm going to play defensive here. The enemy has to plant the spike, aka the bomb, on A point, so I'm just going to throw down a cyber cage, which is essentially a smoke grenade that also slows. If I guess I have one criticism, it's that every agent has their own unique smoke effect that does something different. Sometimes you get disoriented or slowed or stunned or damaged or some combination. Here comes an orbital strike that is Brimstone's ultimate. He gets picked. I'm able to see the gunfire there on my HUD in terms of the sound, which I'm not sure how I feel about, and I get the pick there on Omen. Coming up here, looking at the spike, looking for the defuse, 2v1, 1/3 health. I get the pick there. On Breach, going to go for the defuse with this price scanning tool. And here comes an orbital strike. Remember what I said about abilities not directly affecting combat too much? Well, that is a rare exception. Not sure how I could have won that, but hey, maybe that's just how this game works. Let's switch over. I'm playing Viper, and there goes the toxic screen, which is one of her smoke effects. Not, to my knowledge, doesn't damage anybody, which the green poison to me says it would, but maybe I'm wrong there. Anyway, using the Vandal, this is kind of an AK analog. Here, movement, footsteps outside of B. The sound in this game is phenomenal. Throwing down her ultimate. This is Viper's Pit, which I love. It looks like just a giant cloud of gas, and it is, but functionally it's kind of her own little arena. When she's in there, it stays up, and when she's out, the smoke integrity diminishes. She isn't affected by it, but everybody else, including teammates, is. Nobody pushing in, so I'm going to push out. Get the pick on Sage there, and I see the spike is down, so I just have to defend that, and it will be a victory. Here comes a chem launcher from Brimstone. Going to reload. For whatever reason, 2 mags coming out of the AK there. I don't know.
Down on your teammate. Nice shot.
Ooh, even Shroud thought it was nice. Wow, what a compliment. All right, so I just have to keep this toxic screen up when the enemies push, and we should be all good. I have one ally up, playing on Sova, which is kind of a Hanzo-esque character. They can shoot through all the walls with their ultimate. That was Phoenix's Firewall, which will damage you. It's not just a smoke, but here comes just a regular old smoke. Putting my toxic wall up, trying to keep it up so they don't run through. Phoenix throws his fireball. I'm taking the damage from that, and I get flashbanged, and unfortunately get picked here in front of Shroud. Super embarrassing. Pro career ruined, guys. What can I say? Let's jump back over. I'm playing Cypher using the Vandal here on Bind. The same balcony defense that you saw earlier. I have a skin here on the Vandal. There will be skins and things like that. Some kind of monetization will ensue, almost surely. Playing defensive, I'm going to play for the bomb here. And we can see Viper has her Viper's Pit ult up. Able to get the pick here on Breach with the Vandal. And just put a little bit of pressure on Viper. But again, playing it slow. Oh, and who's this? Ooh, it's Sova with a whiff and a nice 180 if I do say so myself. And I'm going to use my ult there. That's Neural Theft. Allows me to see where enemies are a la Cav. And Rainbow Six Siege. Going to use that to pressure Viper, get the kill there. And ultimately win that round.
Good one.
Nice go.
This is the final clip I have. This is Breach using the Bulldog here on Haven, the 3-point bomb defense map. That's an Omen smoke I'm looking at. And this gun is a 3-round burst if I'm ADS or a full auto if I'm not. And here comes a smoke from Brimstone, which he can kind of use on the map so he doesn't have to have line of sight, but doesn't line it up just perfect, so I'm able to see down the sight line. We have Sage throwing up an ice wall, which is an ability that I have somewhat of a problem with. Going to use my ultimate here, telling allies to get out of the way. but unfortunately don't hit any enemies. And I'll follow it up with a fault line and also get no joy out of that. Going back to that ice wall, in the first few rounds or anytime you do an econ, you have to break through this wall, and it feels like it's up for like minutes at a time. It's very disruptive in a way that I don't think necessarily vibes super well with the fast-paced, fast time to kill gunplay first elements of this game. We're going to rotate to C. It sounds like the spike was planted there. And take your knife out to run faster. Confirmed. All right, I'm going to go ADS here and walk, which eliminates all sound. I said the sound in this game is great, and I stand by it. No sound whatsoever if you're walking, but very loud footsteps otherwise, which is a really nice, clear delineation. I'm able to see through the wall there and get the whip shot on Cypher for the win at the round, and subsequently the whole match. Thanks for watching. This has been Valorant. If you enjoyed the gameplay, shoot me a follow on Twitter at Duggan. And for all things tactical and hero shooters, as well as combinations of the two, keep it right here on IGN.